Hey y'all, Educating Real Estate. I hope you're doing well today, wherever you are. This morning, I'm getting ready to go work in my yard, so accept me the way I am. The main thing is to disseminate the information, y'all, okay? All right, don't judge. This topic today is referencing title. I'm going through a transaction, and I have the seller side. The buyer has a loan, is acquiring a loan. I'm not working with the buyer, but it has come up that there is a title issue. So this is 20 plus year old issue, and now it's rearing its head with this third owner, which is actually the current owner, okay? The title is not marketable, meaning there's an issue with it. The survey, the plats and all of that were not recorded as they should have been. So the buyer can get an insurable title. So there's an insurable title and there's a marketable title. I'm gonna read just a little bit, okay, I'm sorry. But insurable title is where the title company is willing to insure over existing issues, as opposed to marketable title, which is free of title defects or issues, okay? So if the buyer does move forward with this, then they just have to know on the other end, when they're prepared to sell, that another buyer doesn't have to accept it. But this is an issue that's been ongoing for, like I said, 20 plus years. Now, basically, the buyer can move forward. So I kind of want to title this, One Monkey Don't Stop No Show. And I know a lot of you here have heard that, you know that saying. The lender is not willing to allow the buyer to move forward with just insurable title. So they're deterring the buyer. Understood, protecting your client. However, it's still an insurable title. Now, what I mean by one monkey don't stop no show is this. There are other lenders. So whatever transaction you're going through, listen, people, if you're discontent with your agent, your lender, the attorney, the inspector, whomever, go somewhere else, because there's someone else willing to aid you in this particular situation. So because of the lack of knowledge, people perish. Anyway, they're not moving forward with the transaction. Would you move forward? Depends on the situation. Would I move forward? Depends on the situation. But if I know I want this property and it is a great investment, sure, I will. I'll move forward with an insurable title. But, to each his own. Look into these things when you're acquiring properties. Just know at the onset pretty much what's going on before you get into all of that, if you're able to, because some things you won't know until you actually get into the situation, into the transaction, okay? So this is referencing title, insurable versus marketable. And I'm going to put a little information in the comments so you can read it for yourself. But make sure that you really understand the fact that you don't necessarily have to stick and stay with whomever you began with. When it comes to a real estate transaction, work with the best person for this particular situation. And I know that the agent does already have someone else for that buyer to progress with towards and to the end of closing, Now, but what this does do for the seller, it almost looks like it's my seller's fault for not having marketable title. Although he acquired it the way he did, and so did the person prior to that. It's all an insurable title. But again, study, get the understanding, and talk to several people as you're going through the transaction. Don't just listen to one person. When I am moving forward in a situation, I talk to quite a few people to make sure I have the proper understanding. I might sound slow by asking again and again and again, but I want to be certain that I have all of the knowledge and information necessary to progress towards my desired end in a logical and just educated manner. All right? Educated Real Estate. Y'all have a good day. And I'm going to work in my yard. Talk to you later.